goal for this foundation is to be the preeminent leader in the things that we can do exceptionally well.
But right now, the foundation is spending a lot of time putting the framework together for Task Force Tatonka. So what's Task Force Tatonka, and why is it becoming an important part of the programmatics of Green Beret Foundation this year?
The initiative Task Force Tatonka was really created by way of a conversation that Travis Wilson, our director of mission and community relations here at the foundation, and I were having about how we could do more for the greater construct of our multi-generational community that we serve. And for those who are listening that don't know the origin of the word Tatonka, it is buffalo in Lakota. And what makes the significant impact of the task force is the buffalo is the only animal in the animal kingdom that heads into the storm and doesn't run away from it. And so we see the challenges that exist here, present day, for the soft community, for those that are actively serving, for those that have formerly served, that if you run from the issues, whether it be mind, body, or spirit, they're eventually going to catch up with you. You can never outrun the storm, right? At some point, the storm breaks and it's going to be on top of you. And we want to avoid that. And by addressing issues head on, whether it's mind, body, or spirit, in partnership, in unison with the individual, the family member, the child even, we think we can create a healthier, more vibrant community. And that ethos will then be carried forward in a greater way to force multiply that mindset to then enable other people to realize, hey, I have an issue that I'm dealing with. I need support for a TBI. I'm gonna talk to the Green Beret Foundation. So it's a premise, it's a concept to generate that conversation. And whatever the problem is, we'll address it head on with you, and we'll see you through that storm and your family, and we'll come through that storm on the other side better, stronger, healthier, more vibrant than we were beforehand.
I think what you just said is important to reiterate when you talk about the programmatic work of the foundation. A lot of people come to me in transition and they say, hey, I'm looking for someone to partner with who can help me. And I'll say, okay, well, why don't you call up Green Beret Foundation? And they'll say, well, what do they do? And I say, what do you need?
Yeah.
And they'll ask again, what services do they have? What do they do? And I'll say, what do you need? Tell us what you need. Call us up. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about where you are. Let's talk about where you want to be. And let's talk about the things that are going to help you, whether that be, physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, whatever it is. And then we're going to go out and we're going to create the solution for you. I think that's been an important part of what's been put into place here.
I look at needs as opportunities. So if we start to hear from people, hey, I have these challenges, service connected, and we're seeing it, right? We are very much a data-driven organization. We're looking at that data on a regular basis, and there's an unaddressed need in the community. We'll address it. If there's an organization that's out there that's already addressing it, my philosophy as the leader of this organization is that we are not going to build to serve unless it's unmet. If there's an organization out there that's doing it and doing it well, and we have confidence in that foundation or that nonprofit, we will refer that Green Beret. We will still walk with them through that journey to ensure that they're getting the support that they need. But I see needs as opportunities as well. And what's so important for the listeners that have served, their spouses or their children that may be listening, is that the foundation also just wants to have a conversation with you. If you need to talk to figure out what next steps could be, let's have that conversation. We've got a great programs and services team. We've got a great VSO team. We're gonna pick up the phone, and ultimately, at the end of the day, as I said, my first day on the job, my goal for this foundation is to be the preeminent leader in the things that we can do exceptionally well. And just like Green Berets are trained to do a very specific function in the greater complex of the Army, we too, as a foundation, do things very well in a very succinct, efficient, and effective manner now. And we're only building on that. 44% growth, year over year growth from 23 to 24 this past year. That's because of people being able to listen to this show. It's because our donor base recognizing it. It's because of so many of these companies and in this global conference today wanting to partner with us. And it's because of the individual that just sends us $10. And that gift matters too. So we're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to introduce things when we need to, or we'll partner, or we'll band together with other organizations to ensure that there is no need or opportunity that goes unaddressed.
Well, when Stu was here a few minutes ago, we talked about the importance of the special forces and the Green Beret mindset of partnership. You know, we defined the combined aspect, and we talk about the term combined. We're talking about partnering with our allies, you know, partnering with other nations, because that's where you have the force multiplier. And I think that there's a lot of organizations out there who will tell you, well, we do one thing, and if we don't do it, you know, you got to go find someone else. And what we're saying, and what you're pushing the organization to do, is say, hey, here's what we're really good at. Here's what we don't do or we're not good at, but we're going to do the legwork for you, and we're going to facilitate bringing another organization in to get you the services we need, and we're going to take care of that relationship for you. And that becomes the force multiplier, because it's not just about, well, here's what Green Beret Foundation does and doesn't do, but it's, here's what we can do for you based on your need, and we're going to leverage our network across, as you said, everyone who's sitting down, you know, this row, and those who aren't even here, and we're going to go out and get those resources and bring them in. That provides a solution.
It's a solution, and it's a sustainable solution. You know, my biggest fear as the president and CEO of the Green Beret Foundation is when the next conflict kicks off, are organizations able to sustain a multi-front mission delivery model? And what I mean by that is are you able to support the active duty space, those that are bringing the fight to the enemies of the United States of America, those that served in the GWAT era that have their specialized support systems and needs that we support, and all those that came before them? If you have to turn off the faucet to your other community members to just address one mission or one front, I don't see that as a sustainable solution. You're actually not doing anything to move the needle forward or to keep the compass on a true north, because at some point it's going to break. It's not sustainable. So that's why we have a hashtag that we use all the time. It's GBF Stronger Together. And we don't claim to be the perfect solution every single time, but we can find the perfect solution. We'll go out and find the perfect solution for that person in need.